Hey guys, so today I'm doing a video on an issue that I've been thinking about for a long time, which is boy names on girls. Now, this is a very heated argument in the naming community, and although I do agree that it can be problematic, I think the naming community is getting angry at this issue and tackling it from the wrong angle. Like, the problem isn't that girls are getting boy names. The problem is boys are not getting girl names. And why is that? And I think the reason is that there are certain social issues that have been um, cemented in our brains from an early age that masculinity is a good thing and femininity is not. And we can see that example applied so clearly with the naming practices. And if you think about it, we are getting celebrities naming their kids not even just unisex names. They're naming their kids male names now. It's Wyatt, Maxwell, even James, which is the most common boy name of all time, at least since 1880. And although there is some backlash, we cannot even we cannot even handle boys named Aubrey or Kelsey, which were male names, let alone thinking about naming a son Catherine or Elizabeth. That is so far out of reach right now. It's just completely different mindset when we name girls and when we name boys. And again, I think we can find examples of that not only in the celebrity world, but if I was to use an example, there is a TV host, Wendy Williams. She's in daytime, I think, and she exemplifies that so clearly in so many examples. First of all, she said once that she was going to name her son, or her child at the time. She didn't know if she was going to have a boy or a girl. She was going to name it Kevin, regardless if it was a boy or a girl. Would she, if her favorite name was Elizabeth, would she consider that name for both genders? I don't think so. Then she said she met a guy named Wendy once, and that it kind of freaked her out. It kind of turned her off a bit. She wasn't expecting it because, a guy named Wendy, really. And then she said she met once a girl or a woman named Greg, and she knew immediately that she had power and authority. Like, whoa, this girl deserves respect. So I guess a woman named Greg deserves respect, but if she's named Anna, she's not. Why is that? Because Anna is a girl and Greg, has a boy name, so she already has a respect and Anna has to work for it. That to me is just, and especially I've noticed these kind of misogynistic um, comments usually come from girls, which astounds me because they think it's liberating that they're naming their daughters whatever they want and that they can use boy names if they want. But when we get to the reasons why they're doing it, oh, because she's gonna be taken more seriously. Boy names have more authority, more power. They're cooler, and girl names aren't. That's why it's a terrible idea to name your son, I don't know, Josephine. I mean, if you think about it, that's really what the bottom line is. And we can find examples on the most common names in the SSA rankings. Even if you think about it, um, so many boy names have turned girl. And why is that? Because parents, as soon as it starts getting common for girls, they drop it for boys. It happens recently with Madison, Addison, Bailey, Aubrey. This past decade, it's probably going to happen with Harper and I don't know, Quinn, Kendall soon. No, even Reese. It's probably going to happen soon. Do I like this trend? No, but mostly because I have a fear of losing those names. To the girls, if that makes sense, like my favorite name for boys is Oakley. It's rising fast for both genders, and currently is more common on boys. But I know it's gonna be more popular for girls because that's just how names work. They just climb much faster for girls if they're unisex names. And there is a certain fear that what if it stops being a unisex name and to go straight to girls? I mean, I'm not afraid of girls being named James or Michael, because those names will never become girl names. They are just too common for it to be perceived as a girl name. But Oakley, certain possibility. Look at previous examples in past decades: Leslie, Lindsay, Shelby, Kelsey, Shannon, Beverly, Hillary, Vivian, so many. Why did these names stop being used for boys? Because they were never that popular for boys. I mean, some of them joined the top 100, some didn't. They were way lower than that, but they were never that popular, and that's why it was easy for them to be snatched by the girls and tossed aside by the boys. And I guess that's where my issue lies within practice. Not that girls are getting boy names, but that boys are not getting girl names. I'm fine with. I don't mind that girls can keep the I don't know, the Elizabeths and Catherines, but I hope that we at least can share the Rileys and the Baylors and the Oakleys and the Reeses and Rorys and all those names, because I mean, we're getting the short end of the stick right now, and it's unfortunate because we shouldn't be attacking these people, but at the same time we do have to question their practices, because it's not the issue that they are getting boy names. It's the issue that female names are not considered honorable for a boy, and that is misogynistic, and we should stop that right now. And so if a parent names their son Kelly, more power to you. It's just, being brave and saying, what the heck, no, it was a male name once, why not use it again, And I hope one day in the future, in 100 years, we can just share all the names. There will be no issues, because the name is just that. It's a moniker. It's not your personality. It's not anything that makes you. It's just a name to identify you, and it shouldn't be this whole issue. But right now it is, because there are so many social issues, problematic social issues beneath a name and the naming practices, and those need to be addressed. And so this was my mini, not rant, but my venting a bit, about this issue, and I hope we can move on to better naming practices. Okay, let's not bully people for sons getting named girly names. Okay, people, they won't be gay. That's a totally different thing. They won't be bullied. In fact, if they are bullied, it's probably because the parents are bullies themselves, and they are probably commenting on their names at home. And so that's the most important issue, because kids don't care. You can be named John and be bullied. It's all in the bully's mind. But I read these comments constantly everywhere. Oh, he's going to be beaten up in the playground. Well, if he is, then you're probably not doing a good job at parenting, are you? So those are my 2 cents, and I hope you enjoy this video. You don't have to agree. You can leave your comments. What is your opinion on this very heated issue in the naming community? Bye for now.